This time, let's bake crunchy Greek walnut pie according to my grandma's recipe. I'm Violet, let's cook with me. Let's start with the dough. Pour 100 grams of sugar and 25 grams of yeast into a deep bowl. The yeast needs to be well mixed with the sugar until it looks like a porridge or a puree. Next, I'll take 150 grams of thick yogurt. It should be warm. Cold yogurt isn't very good for yeast. Add 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and a pinch of salt to balance the flavor. From the dry ingredients, we also need 10 grams of vanilla sugar. Then pour 2 eggs to the rest of the ingredients. Here I have 150 grams of butter, which I also add to the bowl. Using a fork, I mix all the ingredients together. The mixture should be fairly smooth. A few lumps of butter allowed, it's not a problem. The main thing is that there are no large pieces. The final ingredient is 550 grams of flour. Add it to the wet ingredients and start kneading the dough. While the mess is still quite liquid, you can stir in it with a fork, but as soon as it starts to thicken, you'll have to switch on the good old manual mode. Knead the dough carefully for about 10 minutes to form a ball. Now the dough no longer sticks to your hands, which means it is ready. All you need to do now is to let it rise. Grease the bowl well with olive oil and put the ball in it. Cover it with a food wrap and put it in one place for 1 hour to rise. While the dough is rising, let's prepare the filling. For this, take 190 grams of walnuts. They need to be ground in a blender to a fine crumb. Then add 80 grams of sugar to the ground nuts and mix everything well. And that's it, the filling for the Greek pie is ready. Now it's time to check on our dough, how it's filling. And dough feels very good. It has risen well, increased in volume and become super fluffy. It is now ready to use. Greek pie will have 3 layers, so I divided it into 3 equal parts. First, we take one part, dust it with the flour, and begin to roll it out. The dough needs to be rolled out into an even square, as my pan is a square shape. By the way, here it is, a 20 cm square metal pan. Line the bottom with the parchment paper and grease the sides well with butter so that the pie doesn't stick to it. Move the first layer to the pan and press it down firmly with your fingers around the perimeter and bottom. Form a slight dough rim. Divide the nut filling into 2 equal parts. Pour one part onto the first layer on the pie. Spread the filling evenly with a spoon over the entire layer of dough. And now roll out the second layer into an even square. All 3 layers should not be too thick, about 5 millimeters. Cover the filling with a second layer and press down firmly with the fingers again so that there are no open areas on the surface. Next, pour the second part of the filling and again spread it evenly over the surface of the second layer with a spoon. Finish creating the pie with the third layer of dough. Tamp it down and make sure that the filling doesn't show through it. I've disturbed the yeast dough so it should be right again. Cover the finished pie with a food wrap and put it in a warm place for 1 hour. While the dough is resting, prepare a streusel or sweet crunchy sprinkle. To 70 grams of flour, add 50 grams of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar. Mix everything with a spoon. Then add 40 grams of room temperature butter and use your hands to rub the butter into the dry ingredients. You should end up with the fine crumbs. The pie has rested, slept well, and is ready to be finished. Sprinkle the top of the pie generously with a streusel. Don't grease it beforehand, as there is a butter in the sprinkle, and that's enough. Bake Greek pie at 180 degrees for 40-45 minutes. That's it, make some tea and enjoy this incredible autumn Greek pie. It is super fluffy with incredible nutty aroma and the streusel adds crunchiness on top. That's all for today. More recipes every Friday. See you next time. Big hug, yours Violet.